Your brake pressure is going to be the least amount, whatever the car needs down in the center. Do it with angle and not steering wheel, you know what I mean?
It feels like it's rotating around the right rear.
Track conditions do not remain the same. They're ever changing.
You run down there, you brake, release, steer, roll center, right?
Yeah, toe brake a little bit, but not.
Not. So what you're going to do when you're running straight is your brake pressure is going to be the least amount to whatever the car needs down in the center. So don't be afraid to brake straight. Roll down in there and hold your brake pressure just a little longer. Now see, you're braking from asphalt. If you draw a straight line, right across any type of racetrack, that's going to be close to your throttle pickup point. Right straight across there. Your highlight there. So that's what you want to, at night, not long ago, you can actually time him. We could use that flag, or we could use that green line. Do it with angle and not steering wheel, you know what I mean? It's okay to kind of use throttle to rotate, you know, but then modulate it back. Whoa, you know, and then
As soon as you get there.
yeah, so like here when you go in one, if you're not going to leave out there on it, go in one and throttle, just decel. So what I was telling you earlier, so if you're aerial over this and you draw you a dotted line right across the middle of it, if you watch them videos and them guys are driving straight, somewhere in that vicinity right there is going to be where they'll pick their fuel up.
Yep. It feels like it's rotating around the right rear.
But when you go to it, it loads that right rear and sets the nose over, help it rotate. So if we make this change, so when I go out, I'll say, okay, I might not have to do that right off the bat. Jack it up and raise this left bottom. So the left bottom, going to run it looser, but you're carrying.
We're going to raise it to where we've had you all here all weekend, which is all the way up. Right now we're 1 down, which is where you ran.
And you get your timing right when you release brake, then you just go right back to fuel, lightly. Like if you go somewhere and it's real tight off the corner, they'll pick their throttle up at that place for sure. If they've got a long sweeper on the exit, like a D-shaped racetrack, sometimes you can go to it a little earlier and sweep out. 'Cause, Either do this and walk you that way, or it'll whip nose and set it that way.
The field is ultimately full of champions and repeat champions through the top 10 to 20 any given night. And the difference between first and 10th can be less than a quarter of a second sometimes. Track conditions do not remain the same. They're ever changing. If there was dust in a corner and a bunch of cars went through that spot, that dust might not be there anymore. Or if they've spun their tires and laid down a bunch of rubber, that now blackening track is gonna have a different grip than the fresh dirt. Some of the embankments are probably steeper than a viewer at home that's never seen a dirt track in person might think. We knew this would be a difficult challenge. We knew that we wouldn't come in and have instant results of, first place finishes unlikely. We'd like to compete, no doubt. Who wouldn't, if you're gonna spend the money and the time and the effort to come to these racetracks. At the end of the day, we really just wanna gain experience. We wanna get out there, put in laps. We want to make it to every heat that we can, and if we can make it to the main event and start driving with these champion drivers and try to pace their pace, that's how we're going to learn to compete at the end of the day. But we have a lot to be proud of. We managed to put together a car in a single night with the helps of Trent Ivey and Dalton Wilson. We've managed to diagnose ignition issues with an engine that wasn't producing full power otherwise, and we're feeling good. The weather's good.
Weather couldn't be any better, and we wouldn't have it any other way.
Bubba Raceway Park. Trying to find parking. We showed up like a day late. Basically everyone else was already parked. So we tested last night. So we'll find a spot, but we'll just be in the back somewhere probably.
Golf cart. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit.
Right there. See? That looks good. We're learning, we're getting better all the time. We turned 85 last time. It's perfect. That time wasn't as bad as last time. Yeah, because you were up in, so we only turned 83. day. And Brad's like, "Oh, you guys hunt?" And then
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Starting to
Well, folks, if you've made it this far, you are a true fan, and we'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. If you hit the bell for a notification, you'll stay up to date with all of our latest videos. It's a long race season, and we hope to keep entertaining videos coming weekly. We'll see you at the next racetrack.